I saw this illumination that was moving with respect to the stars. We were smart enough to not say, Houston, there's a light out there that's following us.
The moon, our silent neighbor, hanging in the night sky, holds secrets we've only begun to uncover. Amid its dusty plains and shadowed craters, researchers have found bizarre formations that defy natural explanation. Could these be remnants of ancient structures or signs of something far stranger lurking on the lunar surface? Hidden structures beneath the moon. In a groundbreaking achievement, in 2019, China's Chang'e 4 mission marked the first time a spacecraft had ever landed on the enigmatic far side of the moon. But beyond the milestone itself, this mission had a larger purpose: to map what lies beneath the moon's surface, particularly in this shadowed and little understood region. Using advanced lunar penetrating radar, LPR, Chang'e 4's rover, Yutu-2, has been sending powerful radar waves into the moon's crust. Through the echoes it captured, the data revealed a layered sequence of structures extending nearly 1,000 feet beneath the surface. At first, scientists believed these formations were most likely geological, representing ancient volcanic flows, or fragmented debris from billions of years of impacts. However, the precision of the layers suggests something unusual, sparking intrigue beyond the scientific community. Each layer appears well defined, almost as if it had been intentionally separated over time. The topmost 130 feet consist of dust, soil, and broken rocks, perhaps unsurprising for the surface of the moon. But as Yutu-2 delved deeper, it uncovered layers that seemed to tell a more complex story. These subterranean structures reveal evidence of 5 distinct lava flows, hinting at a time when volcanic eruptions could have spread lava across the moon's landscape. Yet, despite a typical geological explanation, these findings have given rise to questions that may not be answered through natural processes alone. Adding to the mystery, when scientists mapped these layers in detail, they noticed unexpected changes in the rock density and composition as the rover went deeper. Some believe this could hint at previous lunar activity of unknown origin, or even suggest that certain sections have structural irregularities that might defy natural explanation. While there's no hard proof of artificial origin, the structured pattern of layers combined with their unusual depth has led some to speculate that the moon's far side could be hiding evidence of something other than geological forces at work. The mystery deepens further when we consider the vibrations recorded by the Chang'e 4 equipment. When the rover probed the deepest structures, subtle tremors reverberated, adding fuel to conspiracy theories that the moon's far side might be hiding artificial chambers, concealed technology, or even remnants of extraterrestrial architecture. Some scientists have proposed that these vibrations could indicate shifts in the dense, layered structures, but the unexpected level of activity at such depths is a surprise. What secrets does the moon's far side hold? The Chang'e 4 mission's continued findings may one day reveal whether these deeply buried structures are simply the product of a tumultuous lunar history, or if they point to a hidden chapter in the moon's story that reaches beyond earthly explanations. But as intriguing as these hidden structures may be, they're not the only lunar anomaly that has sparked theories of something beyond our understanding. Like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the unknown. Join the community and dive deeper into the mysteries that might reshape our understanding of the universe. Groothuizen domes. Moving on to our next structure, the Groothuizen domes are among the moon's most captivating features, igniting fascination and debate among lunar scientists and enthusiasts alike. Located near the northwest edge of the moon in the Oceanus Procellarum region, these large rounded structures resemble ancient volcanic formations. However, their unusual composition and shape set them apart from typical lunar volcanic structures, prompting questions about their true origins. Named after 19th century German astronomer Franz von Groothuizen, the domes are believed to be formed from silicate lava, similar to the lava found in volcanic regions on Earth. This is significant because much of the moon's volcanic activity has produced basalt, a darker and denser rock. Silicate lava is thicker and more viscous, leading to the formation of steep, dome-like structures. Researchers theorize that these formations may be remnants of ancient volcanic eruptions that occurred billions of years ago when the moon was still geologically active. Measuring roughly 20 kilometers across and up to a kilometer high, the Groothuizen domes stand out among lunar features. Some scientists speculate speculate that they could provide vital clues about the moon's volcanic history and early geology, offering insights into its cooling process over billions of years. But what if these aren't just volcanic leftovers? Some researchers suggest they could hold more than geological secrets. UFO enthusiasts have long speculated that these domes might be remnants of extraterrestrial bases or ancient structures. The placement and symmetry of the domes, combined with their rare composition, lead to whispers that the Gruithuisen domes may have been constructed rather than formed naturally. Adding to the intrigue, no similar formations have been found anywhere else on the moon. This uniqueness raises questions about their purpose. Could they be ruins of an alien base, or even an ancient lunar city hidden away for millennia? Conspiracy theorists argue that these domes might serve as evidence of extraterrestrial life, suggesting that the moon's volcanic activity could have been engineered by advanced beings to create protective structures. NASA has taken notice of these intriguing formations, planning missions to investigate them for clues about the moon's volcanic activity and potentially hidden histories. As we look toward a new era of lunar exploration, the Gruithuisen domes stand as a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Could these lunar volcanoes be something more than geological phenomena? Only future missions will tell. Moon caves, future moon base. Millions of years ago, early humans sought refuge in caves, using them as safe havens from predators. Could the moon provide a similar sanctuary for humanity's next monumental leap? Recent discoveries suggest it might. Researchers have identified a vast cave approximately 150 meters beneath the Sea of Tranquility, revealed through radar data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. This cool cave, measuring about 80 meters in length and 45 meters in width, is likely an ancient lava tube, presenting an exciting opportunity for future lunar bases. This cave is not merely an intriguing geological feature, it could serve as a crucial habitat for astronauts. With enough space to accommodate 14 tennis courts, it offers natural protection from the moon's harsh environment, where temperatures can soar to 127 degrees Celsius during the day and plunge to 173 degrees Celsius at night. Inside this cave, temperatures remain stable at around 17 degrees Celsius, making it a more suitable environment for human life. The cave's structure could shield astronauts from cosmic radiation and micrometeorite impacts, paving the way for long-term lunar missions. The discovery has ignited speculation about extraterrestrial life. With water ice detected in permanently shadowed craters on the moon, some theorists wonder if these caves could harbor life forms or even serve as habitats for advanced civilizations. The presence of water ice, essential for sustaining human life, adds another layer of intrigue to the possibility that the moon might not only support human explorers, but could also be home to extraterrestrial beings. As we stand on the brink of renewed lunar exploration, with NASA planning missions like Artemis III to return humans to the moon by 2026, the prospect of establishing a permanent base within these caves becomes increasingly plausible. Lava tubes. Imagine venturing into the moon's hidden caves only to find an even more fascinating discovery beneath. Ancient lava tubes that may hold clues to a long-lost chapter of lunar history. Formed over 3 billion years ago during a period of intense volcanic activity, these tubes stretch across the moon's landscape. Some of the largest are estimated to be nearly 1,600 feet wide and can extend for miles, big enough to shelter entire lunar colonies. If we're dreaming of a future moon base, these tubes could offer the perfect starting point. Unlike the moon's surface, which faces intense daily temperature swings, lava tubes maintain stable environments shielded from cosmic radiation, micrometeorite impacts, and extreme temperature fluctuations. The thick walls of these structures, formed from cooled layers of ancient magma, serve as natural insulators, conditions that could make them ideal for human habitation. Recent discoveries from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter suggest multiple skylights, or openings, that lead to these underground networks, sparking excitement for future missions. Scientists also suspect that these tubes might contain hidden resources. Some radar scans reveal pockets of water ice within these structures, a critical find for long-term lunar exploration, as water can be split into hydrogen and oxygen for fuel and life support systems. Beyond water, these tubes may contain unusual minerals embedded in their ancient lava flows, which could offer valuable insights into the moon's geologic history. Together, these features make lunar lava tubes more than just geological wonders. They could become the foundation of permanent lunar bases, complete with sustainable resources for future explorers. Intriguingly, some researchers speculate that these vast, interconnected systems might even hold signs of extraterrestrial presence. Odd shadow patterns and unexpected structural shapes seen in radar scans hint at the possibility that some tubes may contain artificial elements. Could they have been altered or even constructed by an intelligent force? The moon's surface has been pummeled by meteors and weathered by time. Yet the stability of these underground structures raises questions about what might be preserved within. Imagine alien technology hidden deep within, or remnants of ancient bases from visitors long before us. The mysteries of the moon's lava tubes continue to captivate scientists and space enthusiasts alike. Ready to go deeper? Next up, we'll explore the lunar shard, where evidence of deeper hidden structures awaits: mysterious lunar spires. In November 1966, nearly 3 years before Apollo 11's historic landing, NASA's Lunar Orbiter 2 captured a series of intriguing photographs from the moon's orbit. One image taken over the Sea of Tranquility revealed shadows that appeared to form tall, pointed spires, almost resembling ancient obelisks, rising dramatically from the lunar surface. 8 of these mysterious formations were identified, with the tallest estimated to stand about 15 stories high. Their striking resemblance to man-made structures led many to question their origin. Why would such formations exist on the moon? The moon has endured relentless bombardment by meteors for billions of years, making it exceedingly rare for any object taller than a basketball to remain standing upright. Yet these star spires seem to defy this expectation, prompting speculation about their natural versus artificial origins. This mystery may have influenced NASA's decision to send astronauts to explore these areas up close. When Apollo 11 descended to the moon in 1969, astronaut Buzz Aldrin activated a special radar system that could scan outward rather than just downward, a move that raised eyebrows among observers. This unusual action suggested that Aldrin, and possibly NASA, might have been anticipating unusual features in the lunar landscape. During their descent, the crew encountered a surprise computer alarm, likely triggered by the extra radar information. But what remains perplexing is why such radar would be necessary if the surface was expected to be flat and barren. Adding another layer of intrigue, NASA had previously commissioned a report advising caution in handling discoveries related to alien life, citing concerns about societal disruption. This raises questions. Did NASA possess knowledge about strange lunar structures that they chose not to disclose? Even today, photographs from both NASA and Russian missions reveal unusual shapes on the moon. Could these spires be remnants of an ancient civilization, or even signs of extraterrestrial life? U-2-2's Mystery Hut. In a fascinating development in lunar exploration, China's U-2-2 rover recently spotted a rectangular object on the far side of the moon, sparking curiosity and speculation worldwide. Dubbed the Mystery Hut, this intriguing find was first reported during the rover's 36th lunar day while traversing the Von Karman crater. Positioned about 80 meters away, the object appeared to be a cube-shaped structure, leading many to wonder if it could be an alien outpost or an ancient artifact left behind by extraterrestrial visitors. The excitement surrounding the Mystery Hut quickly captured the imagination of both scientists and UFO enthusiasts. People's imaginations went from it being just a rock to it being an alien ship or an underground city. Everyone waited with bated breath as U-2-2 got closer to the object to get a better view of what the discovery on the lunar surface might entail. But as the rover expanded the distance between U-2-2 and the Mystery Hut, the reality set in. When it arrived at the site after driving over rough ground and up hills, images showed that the hut was just a small, lumpy rock. Some people were disappointed that it wasn't an alien structure, but some others saw humor in the incident. The rock's peculiar shape earned it a new nickname, Jade Rabbit, which has a similar ring to the rover's name, derived from the Chinese term for the moon goddess Chang'e and her companion, the Jade Rabbit. As for the Jade Rabbit rock, which someone had carved in the shape of a bunny crouching, it was pretty cute when accompanied by other smaller rocks, which looked like carrots and bunny droppings. This comical turn underscores the extent to which our wits may get the best of us when confronted with mysteries that lie in extraterrestrial landscapes. However, taking everything into account, the U-2-2 mission has been historic. It is the first spacecraft to land on the moon's far side, giving researchers data data about this uncharted area. U-22 was the first to land on the far side of the moon as a part of the Chang'e 4 mission in January 2019, and has already moved more than 1,000 meters and provided much valuable information about the lunar geology. As it happened with this specific case, where the discovery initially seemed to be an alien base but was a rock, space exploration entails such moments of thrill. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mysteries of the moon. Keyhole. One of the moon's most unusual features, often referred to as the keyhole or eyelet formation, bears a striking resemblance to ancient Chinese grave sites. Found in a remote lunar region, this formation's shape is strikingly similar to the keyhole-like burial mounds called Kofun in Japan that mimicked Chinese tomb designs. This similarity has drawn the attention of scholars and scientists to ponder and hypothesize about the possibility of a connection between the two, perhaps even between different world cultures in two different worlds across the universe. Because of its extraordinary form, which does not resemble natural forms on the moon, they believe that it may have been left by previous lunar occupants, or possibly it is a lunar burial ground. The round-shaped construction of the mound with a pendant, or a rectangular appendage, corresponds well with the layout of these burial grounds, which were monumental graves for the nobility and emperors. The question arises, what is the reason for such formation to form in the moon? It may be nothing more than a quirk of lunar geology, but then again, it may be a message or even a monument to an alien civilization. Further fuel to the fire, some have claimed that the so-called mythologies and the texts of the past spoke of celestial beings, or the moon gods that traveled through space. Maybe, in some prehistoric epochs, those who paid a visit to the moon took with them such a structure that resembles their customs and culture in the face of the universe. Regardless of its origins being all natural, or the result of a few more extras added sometime in the past, the keyhole shape of the moon continues to entice scientists and fans to dream about the lost histories and perhaps ancient astronauts who once looked at the Earth, which they may have arrived from, the very same moon as the one we observe now. Aristarchus Crater. From the intriguing lunar keyhole resembling ancient Chinese graves, we move to another puzzling spot on the moon, Aristarchus Crater. This luminous wonder, visible from Earth with the naked eye, is often called the lunar lighthouse for its exceptional brightness. Aristarchus stands out not only for its intense reflectivity, but for a strange mix of natural and mysterious features that continue to baffle scientists and excite conspiracy theorists alike. Situated in the moon's northwest quadrant, Aristarchus Crater spans around 40 kilometers in diameter, its origin dating back roughly 450 million years from a powerful asteroid impact. But this is no ordinary crater. Its floor and walls contain shades of blue and red, two colors rarely seen in the lunar terrain. The unusual tones suggest the presence of obsidian, and maybe even hydrated materials, which means that the moon might have experienced volcanic activity or water contact. A startling revelation given the belief that it is barren and inhabitable. However, Aristarchus' enigmas do not end there. Since the early part of the 20th century, observers have been observing unusual, inexplicable lights and flashes, commonly referred to as transient lunar phenomena, or TLPs, coming from within the crater. It consists of flares and color changes that do not fit with textbook geology and lead people to believe that there must be some internal process occurring. While some scientists attribute these flashes to lunar outgassing or sunlight striking hidden mineral deposits, others wonder if TLPs are clues to something even stranger, the possible remains of some lost ancient civilization, or signs of some concealed lunar technology. Aristarchus is also another place, which UFO enthusiasts just cannot resist exploring. Claims of seeing a strange object or shadowy figure, and disc-shaped formations near the rim of the crater have only strengthened theories that it may contain an underground base, possibly an alien one. Even though NASA has photographed Aristarchus using its Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, some skeptics say that those images have been doctored in a bid to conceal these features from ordinary citizens. Could something other than a natural formation be lurking beneath the brightly illuminated exterior of Aristarchus? Maybe one day, when technology will allow for it, Aristarchus Crater will open up and transform our understanding of the moon once again. Paracelsus sea structures. On the moon's hidden far side, Tucked away in the crater, known as Paracelsus C, lies one of the most tantalizing mysteries yet: structures that resemble walls, towers, or even the ruins of an underground base. Astronauts of the Apollo 15 mission, and later the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, provide a view of several formations that are geometric, with an almost architectural precision that cannot be explained as a natural occurrence and has thus led to people questioning if the formations are not man-made. Could they be the ruins of an extraterrestrial city, or some sort of underground complex that the governments of the Earth would be better off not having people dig up? A recent scientific study focused on these features and pointed out that their arrangement and construction cannot be attributed to geophysical processes. Some theories go as far as to claim that the structures might be the entrance to a tunnel that leads to underground chambers, suggesting whole underground cities that may have once housed something extraordinary. It's an exciting concept, but maybe there is much more to it that we are not able to grasp. This raises a question about who designed these structures, and why would they be built in such a hidden, isolated area? The location itself as a setting brings an additional degree of ambiguity. Paracelsus C is located beyond the visible half of the lunar disk, and has been concealed from our sight for eons. One can get the feeling that this area was chosen on purpose to have something to hide away from curious gazes. Considering decades of reports alleging secret government involvement in the Apollo missions, some may argue that, at the very least, NASA or powers greater than it already knows more than it is willing to show. What else could make such a desolate place continue to remain concealed from the view of ordinary human beings? And here's another curious fact. The crater's features have somehow endured billions of years of meteoric bombardment, standing against odds that should have long since reduced them to dust. For any structure to survive in this environment, it would need to be built to last, and that raises questions of advanced technology and engineering. Are we glimpsing the remnants of an alien civilization? Structures deliberately designed to withstand the ravages of time? Or are they part of a cover-up? Something governments prefer we not see too closely. Perhaps one day a future mission will finally get close enough to solve this mystery. Or perhaps, as some believe, the truth is already known, just waiting for the right moment to be revealed. Hollow moon. There is another piece of information that we have not been told about the moon, and that is that it may be hollow. Yes, hollow. This concept is derived from a set of quite extraordinary tests that were conducted during the Apollo missions, and which enthralled as well as confounded the researchers. Apollo 12 astronauts Charles Conrad Jr. and Alan Bean decided to perform the stunt on November 20th, 1969, by intentionally crashing the ascent stage. This was not just an ordinary act of an explorer who wanted to explore the unknown, but rather a well-calculated experiment to see the reaction of the moon. What they found was simply mind-blowing. The moon, it turns out, rings like a bell and vibrates to seismic activity for almost an hour. Piqued by this discovery, the NASA scientists decided to perform the same experiment during the Apollo 13 mission. This time, they smashed an even bigger rocket part into the moon, and the fallout was even more spectacular. The lunar body shook for over 3 hours, and the seismic waves went down to more than 20 miles. This bizarre behavior raised a tantalizing question. How could an object as dense as the moon vibrate so strongly and vibrate almost as if it were an empty shell? Carl Sagan, a famous scientist, once stated that a natural satellite cannot be hollow because no one knows how a celestial body is formed. Still, the moon's responses were not ordinary. They were quite unusual, if not peculiar, which suggested something more than natural. Theories appeared that there could be huge empty areas below its surface. The moon may have large areas of low-density basalt with potential regions of low seismic velocity that would cause unusual focusing of seismic surface waves. But some researchers and enthusiasts went even further with this assumption. If at least some portion of the moon is indeed hollow, it could only mean that there were extraterrestrial beings that were capable of such a grand construction. While most scientists remain skeptical of the hollow moon theory, favoring natural geological explanations involving porous crust structures, the mystery endures. The unusual ringing of the moon invites endless possibilities. Could it conceal secrets about its origins, or even traces of an advanced civilization? For now, this enigma only deepens our fascination with our lunar companion, a silent yet enigmatic body that may still hold profound mysteries beneath its surface. As we wrap up our exploration of the moon's mysteries, it's clear that our celestial celestial neighbor continues to captivate our imaginations and challenge our understanding. The possibilities are endless, and the excitement of discovery is just beginning. We invite you to join us on this thrilling journey of lunar exploration. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on our latest discoveries. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think these structures could be? Your insights could spark the next big conversation in space exploration. Stay tuned for more exciting content as we delve deeper into the cosmos and uncover what lies beyond our planet. The adventure is just beginning, and we want you along for the ride.